90-Day Fiance star Mohamed Jbali is missing, or, at the very least, has been uncharacteristically absent from social media for, like, a month. Fans are fearing the worst, that his online disappearance means that he's been deported back to Tunisia. Ex-wife Danielle Mullins has opened up on the subject. 90-Day Fiance is a reality series that's all about people who, through the normal visa process for non-Americans who are marrying U.S. citizens, essentially have 90 days to reside legally in the country with their spouse. After that, they either get married or allow their K-1 visas to expire and have to leave. To be clear, that's not the show's invention, that's how the system works. Basically, it's to keep people from staying in the U.S. for, like, 8 years while engaged to a U.S. citizen. But we guess that lawmakers also didn't want to force people to marry, sight unseen, like, FaceTime hadn't been invented back when these laws were written. And somehow 3 months is supposed to be enough. The show itself just follows couples during their 90 days. They have to deal with the usual engagement stuff, plus a deadline, and friends, family, and neighbors who see it all as a mail-order bride situation. He has not been deported. It takes years before someone is deported, Danielle Mullins says of Mohamed Jbali's whereabouts to Radar Online. He's probably trying to make people wonder what is going on. That was something that we'd wondered. After all, a social media absence isn't the same thing as a missing persons report. And it would be a great PR stunt for the show, right? That's what Danielle thinks. Give him time, he will resurface when show starts airing. She, doesn't really gloss over her opinion of him. He will want to defend himself and blame everyone else. Tell us how you really feel, Danielle. But we may need to take Danielle's words with a few grains of salt. Mohamed Jbali and Danielle Mullins have been a major source of drama for the show, and that's not all just in the editing. And they're a couple who did get married. Mutual accusations of cheating would normally be the height of drama for an engaged or newly married couple. Instead, for these two, the alleged adultery barely scratched the surface. They had both lied to each other before getting married. Mohamed about having a job, Danielle about some low-level financial fraud. Mohamed complained about Danielle's hygiene and reported that she had a horrible smell. He finally left her, not long after their wedding, after she kept threatening to have him deported for not having sex with her, which is pretty effed up. Their divorce went through last March. So, Danielle doesn't like Mohamed, clearly, and so she's dismissive of, well, anyone worrying about his well-being. It would totally make sense to share her attitude, since a mysterious absence to drive up fan interest can work out well for ratings. But at the same time, like, every day you hear another story about someone, sometimes even teenagers who've lived here as long as they can remember, getting deported from the US. It's easy to imagine an adulterous reality star winding up in someone's crosshairs for deportation. We guess that we'll all find out.